Have you ever been asked, what do you usually do every day, and suddenly forgotten every English word you know? You know your routine perfectly. You wake up, get ready, work, study, cook, rest, and sleep. But when you try to explain it in English, you may feel nervous or confused. Maybe you say, I am wake up at 7, or I am going office. And then you stop because you're afraid of making another mistake.
That fear can make everyday conversations difficult, especially when you're living in a new country, starting a new job, joining a class, or meeting English-speaking people.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk in English, your home for simple English talks. I'm so happy you're here for day 3 of our 30-day English challenge.
Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to help you talk naturally and confidently about your daily routine.
This topic may look simple, but it's extremely useful. People often ask about your mornings, work schedule, meals, evenings, and weekends.
By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to describe your routine using the present simple, connect your activities naturally, talk about time, and ask other people about their day. We'll also show you the wrong way, the right way, and give you a slow shadowing practice that you can repeat with us. Before we start, write one sentence in the comments about your routine. For example, I wake up at 7, or I work from home. Don't worry about mistakes. We'll help you improve your sentence during this lesson. Please like this episode and subscribe to Talk in English so you can complete all 30 days with us. Take a breath, relax your shoulders, and forget about perfection. Let's begin by looking at why daily routine English often feels harder than it should. Talking about your routine becomes difficult when you try to translate every sentence directly from your first language. You may know all the vocabulary, but the sentence structure can still feel confusing. Let's imagine that someone asks, what do you do in the morning? A beginner might answer, in morning, I am wake up 7. Then I am brushing my teeth. And after I am going office. We can understand the meaning, but the sentence doesn't sound natural. There are several problems. We need the in the morning. We don't say I am wake up. We say I wake up. We also say at 7, not only 7. And I go to the office, not I am going to office, when we're describing a regular routine. Here's the corrected version. In the morning, I wake up at 7. Then I brush my teeth, and after that, I go to the office. That sounds much clearer. The basic grammar is the present simple. We use it for habits, routines, and things that happen regularly. The simple formula is subject plus base verb plus extra information. For example, I wake up early. I eat breakfast. I start work at 9. I finish work at 5. The subject is I, and the verb stays in its base form. Wake, eat, start, finish. We don't normally use am before these verbs.
Incorrect. I am wake up at 7.
Correct. I wake up at 7.
Incorrect. I am eat breakfast.
Correct. I eat breakfast.
Incorrect. I am go to work.
Correct. I go to work.
This is one of the most important rules in today's lesson.
Say these 3 sentences out loud. I wake up at 7. I eat breakfast. I go to work.
Now let's add the time. We usually use at with a specific clock time.
I wake up at 6. I have lunch at 1. I go to bed at 11.
We use in with parts of the day.
In the morning. In the afternoon. In the evening.
But we usually say at night, not in the night, when talking about a general routine.
For example, I read in the evening, and I go to bed at night.
Let's build a short morning routine.
I wake up at 7. I get out of bed, wash my face, and brush my teeth. Then I make breakfast.
Notice the phrase, get out of bed. It means you physically leave your bed after waking up.
Some people wake up at 7, but don't get out of bed until 7:30.
That sounds very familiar.
Yes, especially when the phone is nearby.
We can also say, I get dressed, which means I put on my clothes.
I take a shower. I get dressed. I make coffee, and I leave the house.
These are common daily routine expressions. Try to learn them as complete phrases, not as separate words.
Say them with us. Take a shower. Get dressed. Make coffee. Leave the house.
Now let's talk about negative routines. Use don't with I, you, we, and they.
I don't eat breakfast. I don't drive to work. We don't work on Sundays.
The structure is subject plus don't plus base verb. Don't say, I don't eat breakfast. After don't, always use the basic verb, eat. You can also use frequency words, such as always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. I usually wake up early. I often drink coffee. I sometimes work from home. I never skip lunch.
These words normally come before the main verb.
I usually eat breakfast, not I eat usually breakfast.
Can you make one positive sentence and one negative sentence about your morning? For example, I usually drink tea, but I don't eat a big breakfast. Write your 2 sentences in the comments. This is your second practice task for day 3.
To summarize, use the present simple for your regular routine. I wake up, I eat, I work, and I don't work.
Now that you understand the basic grammar, let's learn how to describe your routine in a more natural and connected way. A routine shouldn't sound like a disconnected list. For example, I wake up, I shower, I eat, I work, I return, I sleep. The grammar is correct, but it sounds robotic. To sound more natural, connect your actions with words and phrases such as first, then, after that, before, after, usually, and finally. Here's a better version. First, I wake up at 7. Then I take a shower and get dressed. After that, I eat breakfast and leave for work. Those connecting phrases help the listener follow the order of your day. Let's look at before and after. I brush my teeth before I eat breakfast. I drink coffee after I arrive at work. I check my phone before I get out of bed. That last sentence may be a little too realistic for many of us. Unfortunately, yes. You can also use before with a noun or an activity ending in ing. Before work, I buy coffee. Before going to bed, I read for 20 minutes. We can use after in the same way. After work, I go to the gym. After eating dinner, I wash the dishes. Let's create a full routine from morning to night. I usually wake up at 6:30. First, I drink a glass of water. Then I take a shower and get dressed. After that, I make breakfast. I usually have eggs and toast, but sometimes I only have coffee. I leave home at 8 and take the bus to work. I start work at 9. I have lunch around 1 o'clock. In the afternoon, I answer emails, attend meetings, and finish important tasks. I leave work at 5:30. After work, I sometimes go shopping or meet a friend.
In the evening, I have dinner, relax, and watch something online. Finally, I go to bed at around 11.
This routine sounds natural because it includes time, order, frequency, and small details.
Now let's compare a casual answer and a more detailed answer.
Someone casually asks, "What's your morning usually like?"
You can say, it's pretty simple. I wake up around 7, get ready, have coffee, and leave for work.
You don't need to describe every small action.
But in an English class or speaking test, you may give more detail.
I normally wake up at 7. After getting out of bed, I wash my face and make coffee. Then I check my schedule and prepare for work.
Both answers are correct. The amount of detail changes according to the situation.
Let's practice asking about routines too.
You can ask, what time do you wake up?
What do you usually have for breakfast? How do you get to work? What do you do after work? What time do you usually go to bed? The question structure is question word plus do plus subject plus base verb. What time do you wake up? Where do you work? When do you exercise? Don't say what time you wake up. We need do in a present simple question. Let's try a short conversation.
What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up at 6:30, but I stay in bed for another 10 minutes.
What do you do after that?
I make coffee, check my messages, and prepare for the day. What about you?
I wake up a little later. I usually get up at 7 and go for a short walk.
That sounds healthy.
Only when I actually do it.
That answer sounds natural because it includes a little personality. Here are 3 tips for describing your routine.
First, begin with the most important activities. You don't need to mention every movement.
Second, use connecting phrases to show order.
Third, add 1 or 2 personal details to make your answer interesting.
For example, instead of only saying, I eat breakfast, say, I usually have a quick breakfast because my mornings are busy.
Instead of only saying, I go home, say, I go straight home because I'm usually tired after work.
Now create 3 connected sentences about your day using first, then, and after that. Say them out loud before writing them. Add your 3 sentences to the comments. We'd love to know what your day is usually like.
The key points are simple. Use the present simple, add time expressions, and connect your actions in a clear order.
Now we're moving to the core practice of today's lesson, slow shadowing.
Shadowing means listening to a sentence and repeating it aloud as closely as possible.
Don't only repeat the words, copy the rhythm, contractions, and natural flow.
We'll begin slowly and then make the routine sound more conversational.
Listen first. I usually wake up at 7.
Now repeat. I usually wake up at 7.
Again, I usually wake up at 7.
Notice that usually comes before wake up.
Next sentence. I don't get out of bed immediately.
Repeat. I don't get out of bed immediately.
One more time. I don't get out of bed immediately.
Now connect them. I usually wake up at 7, but I don't get out of bed immediately.
Say the complete sentence aloud.
I usually wake up at 7, but I don't get out of bed immediately.
Good. Let's continue. First, I check the time.
Repeat. First, I check the time. Then, I get up and make my bed. Repeat. Then, I get up and make my bed.
Now together.
First, I check the time. Then, I get up and make my bed. Try to connect the words naturally. Don't stop after every individual word.
Next, after that, I take a shower and get dressed.
Repeat. After that, I take a shower and get dressed.
Again, after that, I take a shower and get dressed.
The phrase is get dressed, not wear my clothes when describing the action of putting clothes on. Now, let's talk about breakfast. I usually make a quick breakfast.
Repeat. I usually make a quick breakfast. I have eggs, toast, and a cup of tea. Repeat. I have eggs, toast, and a cup of tea. We often use have for meals. I have breakfast, I have lunch, I have dinner. You can also say eat breakfast, but have breakfast is very common and natural. Now combine the sentences. I usually make a quick breakfast, and I have eggs, toast, and a cup of tea. Repeat the full sentence aloud. Let's move to work. I leave home at around 8. Repeat. I leave home at around 8. It takes me 30 minutes to get to work. Repeat. It takes me 30 minutes to get to work. That phrase is very useful. It takes me 30 minutes. You can change the time. It takes me 10 minutes. It takes me an hour. You can also change the destination. It takes me 20 minutes to get to university. Or it takes me 15 minutes to get to the gym. Say your own sentence now. It takes me blank minutes to get to blank. Speak it aloud and use real information from your life. Next, I start work at 9. Repeat. I start work at 9. In the morning, I answer emails and attend meetings. Repeat. In the morning, I answer emails and attend meetings. I usually take a short break around 11. Repeat. I usually take a short break around 11. Now say the 3 sentences together. I start work at 9.
In the morning, I answer emails and attend meetings. I usually take a short break around 11. Excellent. Let's continue with lunchtime. I normally have lunch at 1 o'clock. Repeat. I normally have lunch at 1 o'clock. Sometimes I bring food from home. Repeat. I normally have lunch at 1 o'clock. Sometimes I bring food from home. On busy days, I buy something nearby. On busy days, I buy something nearby. Now combine them naturally. I normally have lunch at 1 o'clock. Sometimes I bring food from home. But on busy days, I buy something nearby. Say the full version again and focus on the word but. Let's move into the afternoon. After lunch, I finish my main tasks. After lunch, I finish my main tasks. I usually leave work at 5:30 p.m. I usually leave work at 5:30 p.m. If I'm tired, I go straight home. If I'm tired, I go straight home. Go straight home means you don't stop anywhere else first. On other days, you might say, I stop at the supermarket on my way home. Repeat, I stop at the supermarket on my way home. The phrase on my way home means during your journey home.
You can also say, I get coffee on my way to work. Or, I call my family on my way home.
Now let's practice the evening routine.
When I get home, I change my clothes.
Repeat. When I get home, I change my clothes.
Then I relax for a while.
Repeat. Then I relax for a while.
I usually have dinner at around 8.
Repeat. I usually have dinner at around 8.
After dinner, I wash the dishes.
Repeat. After dinner, I wash the dishes.
Then I watch a series or read a book.
Repeat. Then I watch a series or read a book.
Let's connect the evening routine. When I get home, I change my clothes and relax for a while. I usually have dinner at around 8. After dinner, I wash the dishes and watch a series.
Say it one more time, but this time imagine you're telling a friend. Don't read it like a list. Let the sentences flow. Now, the final part of the day. Before going to bed, I prepare for the next day. Repeat. Before going to bed, I prepare for the next day.
I set my alarm and put my phone away.
Repeat. I set my alarm and put my phone away.
I usually go to sleep at around 11.
Repeat.
I usually go to sleep at around 11. Notice the difference between go to bed and go to sleep.
Go to bed means you get into bed. Go to sleep means you actually begin sleeping.
I sometimes go to bed at 10, but don't go to sleep until 11.
Because you're checking your phone?
Possibly.
Now, let's say the complete routine in a natural conversational way.
I usually wake up at 7, but I don't get out of bed immediately. First, I check the time. Then I get up, make my bed, and take a shower.
After that, I get dressed and make a quick breakfast. I normally have eggs, toast, and a cup of tea.
I leave home at around 8, and it takes me 30 minutes to get to work. I start work at 9.
In the morning, I answer emails and attend meetings.
I normally have lunch at 1, and I finish work at 5:30. When I get home, I change my clothes and relax for a while. After dinner, I watch a series or read a book.
Before going to bed, I prepare for the next day. I set my alarm, put my phone away, and usually go to sleep at around 11. Now tell your own routine using this model. You don't need to copy every detail. Change the times, activities, food, transportation, and evening habits so the routine becomes yours. Write one part of your personalized routine in the comments. You can choose your morning, workday, or evening. The structure is time, action, connecting phrase, next action, and one personal detail. Now let's look at common mistakes. Daily routines seem easy, but small errors appear again and again. We've made some of these mistakes too, especially when learning another language. The first mistake is using am with a base verb. Incorrect. I am wake up at 7. Correct. I wake up at 7. Use am with an adjective or an ing form in the right context. For example, I'm tired, or I'm working right now. But for a regular routine, say, I work every day. The second mistake is using the present continuous for every daily habit. Incorrect for a routine. Every morning I am going to work at 8. Correct. Every morning I go to work at 8. I am going to work describes what's happening now or around now. I go to work describes a regular habit. The third mistake is forgetting do in questions. Incorrect. What time you wake up?
Correct. What time do you wake up?
Incorrect. Where you work?
Correct. Where do you work? The fourth mistake is adding S after don't.
Incorrect. I don't drink coffee.
Correct. I don't drink coffee.
After don't, always use the base form.
The fifth mistake is using the wrong preposition with time.
Incorrect. I wake up in 7.
Correct. I wake up at 7.
We use at with specific times, in with parts of the day, and on with days.
At 7, in the morning, on Monday.
Another common error is saying, I take my breakfast.
In natural, everyday English, say, I have breakfast, or I eat breakfast.
And be careful with do exercise.
We usually say, I exercise, I work out, or I do some exercise.
Now let's correct a funny routine. I am wake up in 7, then I am take breakfast, and after I don't drinks coffee. A better version is I wake up at 7, then I have breakfast, but I don't drink coffee.
Much clearer.
Here's another one. At night, I am go to bed and I am sleep at 11. Correct. At night, I go to bed and I usually go to sleep at 11. Say the corrected sentences aloud.
Speaking the correct version helps replace the old pattern in your memory.
Write one mistake you often make when discussing your routine in the comments.
Don't feel embarrassed. Mistakes show you exactly what to practice next.
Now it's time for our real-world drill. Choose the correct sentence.
We'll give you 2 options. Say the better answer aloud before we explain it.
Situation 1. You describe a regular morning habit. Option A, I'm waking up at 6 every day. Option B, I wake up at 6 every day.
Option B is better because it describes a regular routine.
Situation 2. You describe breakfast. Option A, I have breakfast at 8. Option B, I am take breakfast at 8.
Option A is natural and correct.
Situation 3. You ask about someone's work time. Option A, what time do you start work? Option B, what time you start work?
Option A is correct because present simple questions need do.
Situation 4. You describe something you never do. Option A, I never drink coffee. Option B, I don't never drink coffee.
Option A is correct. We don't usually combine don't and never in standard English.
Situation 5. You talk about an evening habit. Option A, in the evening, I watch television. Option B, at the evening, I watch television. Option A is correct, in the evening. Situation 6. You explain your travel time. Option A, it takes me 20 minutes to get to work. Option B, I take 20 minutes for reach work. Option A is the natural expression. Now let's make the answers more conversational. Instead of only saying, I wake up at 7, you can say, I usually wake up at 7, but I get up later on weekends. Instead of only saying, I go to work, say, I take the bus to work, and the journey takes about 3 minutes. Instead of only saying, I watch television, say, in the evening, I usually watch something online to relax.